Hi, and welcome back to the Ballad of Officer Superstar. I'm Hoosfoos McCabe, the guy who reads to you. No, that's not creepy. It's not, damn it. Anyway, the bulk of last episode was spent talking to Sylvie, a former employee at the Whirling in Rags hostel. Sylvie informed us she was not the one who reported the crime. She also told us of Officer Superstar's waving his badge and gun around and threatening suicide in stomach-churningly graphic detail. Ultimately, Sylvie hung up on us. We also learned there are very few phones in Martinez, found a locked door to a possible secret passage, and wrangled an ugly-ass tie around our neck. Today, we explore the courtyard and beyond in search of clues. In fact, that exploration has already begun. Let's check out this mailbox thing.
This Postlavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box. Pat the box. Nice.
The box seems happy.
Very nice.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I think that's a bit of a harsh judgment of Jenny. She's just, she likes the sex. I feel you, mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Yeah, we could kick it, but we're not going to. Okay, let's see what's going on with this bench. They're talking to each other.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Thanks, Kim.
You can
You're a big
revisit
help.
the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, we got a thought. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Well, that's not a very helpful thought. Okay, so we've got 2 people over here and a thing to look at, and then something over here, another person, and it looks like maybe a door. So let's go talk to this person first. Oh, there's something here, too. I'm fine, just a little heartburn.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covers his mouth to hide a burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Okay. Nasty.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
This is a great outfit.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
This one's still chewing on his sandwich. Fork in a world of soup. That's amazing.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These guys are my favorite characters so far.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we are probably the most well-equipped ball game player ever. Alright, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Oh. Oh, I did not see the actual balls right here. I thought they were talking about they're throwing a ball of snark back and forth. Well, color me embarrassed. Oh, look at that. Okay, even though we're not very good at motorics, we have a 72% chance, and we're getting +2 for acting without hesitation. Grab the ball and show them how it's done. Oh, did we fail again?
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
All right, we succeeded in hand-eye coordination. Here we go.
God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen.
Nice. Let's feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
I'm trying really hard here, but the use of the term man ball is making it very challenging to behave like an adult. Let's let go. Be the ball. Oh my god. We just shot put that ball into the water. That can't be the right game.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit.
Nice.
It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, something tells me that was not the game they were playing.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
I'm sensing anger, and I don't understand why.
Vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
P-Tank?
Yes, pétanque. You ruined our pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Okay.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay, I will try to fix this. Accept the task.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
Do you know anything about the man hanged in the back of the whirling in rags? I don't care if rhetoric says they don't.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
Oh, this guy forgave us really fast.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
What about police women?
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties.
Not to mention keeping the station tidy and the men fed and happy.
No man can afford to turn his eyes to the horizon if his rear isn't secured. If the womenfolk take care of that, then men can tackle the bigger issues.
Given how we responded to the fight with Kuno and how we want to make amends, I think the most consistent character decision is, I guess, it might not be as black and white, but disagreeing makes me uncomfortable.
The RCM doesn't discriminate. Women are held to the same standards as men, and as reflected in the quarterly statistics, are equally effective in their jobs.
You'll notice here, they seem to be playing just fine. He's throwing balls over here.
Unlike men, they also have to deal with the very same mentality you two are displaying right now. If it weren't for this, they would outperform us.
Hey, Kim, back it down.
I'm glad at least some people keep a level head in these turbulent times.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Is there an earthquake here?
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used? Also, are some kind of superstar breakthrough is imminent.
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you really use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a boule in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda. and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
So they got shafted by being good.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
I understand I bombed this place too. I don't think so. That's a douche thing to say. He wants to seem mysterious, not douchey. Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
I hate to say it, but I feel like this is like listening to Encyclopedia.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
This is right up his alley. Actually, I already know all this. Just wanted to know if you do too.
Yes, damn it. I know. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There is a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
He asks us.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Again, this is right in his character arc. Nothing. I don't think. I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Oh, he's like Bear Grylls drinking piss.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
Wonder if this was Guillaume Le Million. We did not hear that he was a king.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
You know, I think somebody's lost their grandpa somewhere.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Oh, let's see about Guillaume. You mentioned Guillaume?
A true king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
I can't help myself. Who was this Frizzell?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
What does a suzerain conclude?
Suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
Continue.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
We have a legendary check here. We actually lose one because we threw the boule in the sea. So we have a 3%. I think if we hadn't lost that one, we would have an 8%. So still, there's just no way. It is a white check. We do get to retry if we want. Let's do it.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
Nothing.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume Le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Maybe it was Guillaume Le Million, and he has another name as well.
Don't you mean Fristel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Okay, that's a gigantic hint. Thank you for your time. Let's leave. Oh, we got a thought.
Some kind of superstar.
Yes. We are the best kind of superstar. Oh, nasty.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
That's right. We are the bomb. We are the superstar. Let's take a look at this art. It looks like there's a fist here squeezing a dog. This is so cool. All right, let's move on. Oh wait, the bonuses. We get -1 logic because it's the price of self-delusion. Our learning cap for visual calculus has been raised to 6. Learning cap for suggestion raised to 6. Learning cap for electrochemistry raised to 6. And learning cap for composure raised to 6. This, I think we already had a learning cap. Visual calculus, I think we already had a learning cap of 6. But suggestion is psyche-based. The learning cap was 1. And electrochemistry, I think, was 3. And composure was 2. So this is pretty amazing. Let's accept. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Let's go double check here. Learning cap. Yeah, visual calculus is still 6. Let's see here. Suggestion is 6. All these others were 2. Psyche was 2. Okay, we get... I don't know why these are all 2 when these are 3. Oh, because we had the Guillaume Le Million. Okay. Alright, very good. What object did we get? Oh, here we go. Replace the lost boule. Now you owe them a boule, or at least a similar looking metal sphere. How long have we known each other? Almost 80 years. Can we still talk to this guy?
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
He says, taking a bite out of his sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Looks delicious. Can I have a bite?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
That guy's nasty. Please, man, can I just have a bite?
Believe me, officer. I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction. It must be yours.
You're not hearing me, man. I need the sandwich.
Fuck off! It's mine!
He jerks away, immediately startled by his own reaction.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
These guys actually friends? We have a legendary rhetoric check. We lose 1 because we threw the boule in the sea, but our rhetoric is 6. We gotta go for it.
All right.
We did it!
Gonna do it.
Ooh, we got a critical success. I admire your handiwork, chef, but there are a few things I do differently.
Like what, officer? This is as good as they come in Revachol. I assure you.
An array of delicious recipes flashes through your mind. Salads, salmon, sandwiches. Bingo.
Had you put a large slice of old Duvian cheese crosswise from the ham, it would minimize the component loss via crumbling.
Mon Dieu, that is an excellent idea. That would virtually negate the component loss.
That's right. It's all about the components of the sandwich.
Beautiful. Now bring it home with paprika.
I'll do you one better. The air pocket between cheese and ham could house pre-roasted paprika.
Ce serait délicieux. Can you make that sandwich, officer?
Sure, but I'm going to need yours as a prototype first.
I hope you are not just tricking an old man out of the little he has left.
He says solemnly and hands you his sandwich. Initial development takes time, of course, but in 6 to 9 months you will eat the sandwich of the gods.
Oh, god of sandwiches, maybe? But in the meanwhile, what can I do for you here and now, officer?
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Oh, here we go. A little progress from our legendary success.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Well, maybe we can force him into doing it.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Uh-oh.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Evrard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
Yeah, Grandpa, you go.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Yeah, old soldier, that's what I meant to say. Not cranky old Grandpa.
There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Okay. Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Oh, so he's actually on the take.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
He's a wannabe.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavain. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important.
Sort of like a YouTuber, chasing views by always jumping on the latest release, rather than playing the games he loves and counting on his obvious joy to build community.
I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Evrard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What people say that? What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everhart and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little penman exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
But you need to believe in something. Freedom, the people, Revachol, or even money.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want. Even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
He's a big mush pile.
Oh, mon Dieu.
The carabineer closes his eyes like he's never going to open them again. Thanks, that's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
We can ask about the union again, but we haven't learned anything new. So let's say bye for now. What's the... Oh yeah, we got the sandwich. We can interact to inspect the item. This might be the biggest sandwich you have ever seen. The size is almost intimidating, evoking feelings of inadequacy. Abundant in components, rich in both smell and taste, probably. This truly is the work of a master craftsman. Okay. Let's see what this is. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Onto the roof. The roof of what? An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. There's this thing over here. Let's go check that out. And we'll autosave while we're at it. Oh, we got a thought. Hey, come back here. Come back here. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. What is yellow again? Yellow is motoric, so I think that might be perception? I'm not really certain what's happening there. Oh, wait a minute. We forgot to pick our new thought. So we can do volumetric shit compressor, and it costs us nothing, so let's go for it. We're going to internalize. Wow, look at all the stuff up here. Let's do this first. Let's see what that is. Then we'll come back to this guy here, and there's something on the ground that looks like a bag. Wow, there's a lot of stuff to look at. It'd be really nice if, you know, people could walk a little faster. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. We have a yellow plastic bag. Free. Let's equip it to... Oh, equip this to collect tear from the streets. That's... We can use it as a trash bag. Okay. Is that interactable? No, it's a tool. Oh, it's a tool. You equip this to collect tear from the streets. Okay. Seems reasonable. Let's talk to this guy. Oh. Things I've seen, hick, and said. Wow. Okay, we can't get anything out of him. Let's check this out up here. This fountain that also has a tree. The ad reads, broken window, Tibbs has windows.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer, pat it.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk, written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Kuno is here making graffiti, huh?
That's Kuno on the lens.
Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Periconesus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Periconesian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards.
Alright, our only choices are vandalism and shake our head or leave, and we don't care about the vandalism. It's difficult to know how much of this stuff is exposition and world building and how much is actually useful info.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Well, we certainly have plenty of centimes.
Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
We have 390. It costs 25. Let's go.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal.
Pull the handle and look inside.
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature.
Again, hard to know what's just world building and what's important.
It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. Let's leave. Okay, well, I mean, we got 5 experience for our 25 centimes. To Roundabout North. To Cape Side Apartments, Martinez Pier. Oh, okay, so this world is actually a little bit bigger than I expected. They said it was 1 block. Let's go check out all this stuff. And talk to this person and see what's behind this door. These look like books. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. We can actually zoom in a little and read this. Crime, romance, and biographies of famous people at this bookstore. A book about boyadero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. Okay, that's a little judgy. This is a book about pâté. See, pâté is important, obviously. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hi!
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold
I'm
because...
signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
She doesn't seem to understand what you said. I'm not sure I understand what we said. Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
How's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
She's looking for the right word. Ass up?
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
I don't think curses are real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
There must be an economic reason for this.
Rhetoric challenge. I don't know how to action it. The fact that we were successful, what does that mean for the response we should make? One could say that entire economies are doomed, as they tend to crash every once in a while, because that seems like the weird, mysterious thing this dude would say. Or pseudo-mysterious, I guess.
Yes, sir.
You realize she doesn't have the faintest idea what you're talking about, which is probably true of Officer Superstar as well. He doesn't have a clue. You know, the economy is like the network of everyone buying and selling and producing and consuming stuff.
Why are they doing that?
Because that keeps the network working, right?
Okay, I understand, sir.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is.
Uh...
She doesn't know what to say. It's that bad. Point to your head.
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
Him just dropping the snark. Okay, I get it. Crime murder gets the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
This self-referential shit is amazing. I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
She examines you as if to find something policeman-like. Huh, well, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little.
What's that mean?
You know, cut loose, raise hell, blow off steam.
And everything's better now, sir?
Yes.
That's great, sir.
Actually, I had other questions.
More about books, maybe?
What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Yeah, poor people are boring. You're right.
I guess, yes. People in books are always very interesting, especially the romance people.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful
I
breakup?
don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination, only it's really long and drawn out, scarred for life, phantom limb.
No, I don't know.
She looks at you with puzzlement.
You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower.
Yeah, and it drags on for years and years with no resolution in sight.
The girl is at a loss for words.
Each of you filling with resentment and bitterness for having ruined each other's lives.
She shifts and sways on her feet, looking confused and uncomfortable.
Each of you tearing at the other's innards, leaving a gaping emptiness, a vacuum heart that still hurts ceaselessly. This sounds like my relationship. Oh no! Morale critical, let's heal.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how to help you.
Why can't you help me? I'm beyond help, right?
Sir, sorry, sir. I'm still little. I can't...
Don't worry, little girl. Got a bit carried away there. Let's back up out of it. Oh, we got some experience. She nods enthusiastically, obviously relieved. That's enough romance for me. I have other questions.
Maybe some about other books?
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold reddened cheek, then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
She smiles gleefully. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day.
Why would they do that, sir?
Because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That'll show them.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
I think we'd rather be standing over a dance floor and holding a scepter. But to each his own.
Okay, bye. See you around, Annette.
Well, we've been at this for nearly 40 minutes today. If you are still with me, you have my extreme gratitude. If I could summarize this episode in one word, it would be slow. Starting with tomorrow's episode, I will be making liberal use of cuts and footage speed-ups. Very liberal use. You should also speed up. Speed up your liking and subscribing and pressuring of your friends to do the same. Comments on the video help more than you can imagine. Anything you write will tell the YouTube algorithm to show this video to more people. In case you want to play Disco Elysium yourself, I have included links in the description of this video. It's available on virtually every platform. I've also included a link to the Wikipedia page for pétanque. Yes, pétanque is a real game dating all the way back to ancient Egypt. Hundreds of thousands of people play it in organized leagues all around the world. Thank you again for watching. Please remember to spay or neuter your pets, but not both.